Good day and thank you for watching. I'm Mr. Kelhound, and this is the Dark Souls walkthrough. We're picking up from where we last left off after we beat the Taurus demon. One thing I keep forgetting to say every episode is one of the major things about Dark Souls is that how it's set up is it's set up to be a very hard game, but by making it very difficult is that's where the reward comes from when you beat an area. Once you learn enemy's movements, a boss's movements, his sets. Because every enemy, every character gives you small little telltale sign of what they're going to do, what attack they're going to do, what they're going to smack you with, etc. So don't feel bad if you were killed by the Asylum Demon or the Taurus Demon 100 times before you were able to beat him. But when you beat him that time, you felt a level of achievement like you've actually done something by beating him. Well, you did learn something, and that knowledge allowed you to beat him. Now we are leaving, and we're going to the right from that door, and then we go up to this guy. Don't attack him. This is Solaire. He helps you out throughout the game. Really good NPC. So try to keep him around long as you can. He's a good guy and really helps you out.
I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Time. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Doom, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, sure. No need to hide your reaction. I get that of course.
Talk to Solaire a few times and he'll ask you a few questions. Answer yes to both of them. He'll give you the white soapstone, which allows you to put a summoning sign down where you can be summoned.
Oh, aha. So you game. I have a proposition if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with horrors, could that really be a chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? It pleases you greatly. Well then, take it. We are in this strange because the flow of time itself is convoluted. With heroes, it's the very fabric wavers and relations. There's no telling how much longer it's like you see to summon one another as spirits, cross the gap between worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Solaire is a pretty weird guy, but he's a helpful character and he seems to be the only happy NPC. Now, it did say he chose to become undead. And as you come through here, make sure you run on the near wall because that dragon there will come through, blow fire, and pretty much kill everything. But if you're near a wall, you will be dealt less damage. So remember that. Stay near a wall close as you can and keep running. And then once you get to Center Void, you will come down here. Don't go out through the door, but just go down the stairs. Then you'll go to this area, which looks slightly familiar, doesn't it? Come here and then rest at the bonfire. Oh, and then that person right there, that is just someone online. You will randomly see white phantoms running around, or you will see a person at a bonfire. That means someone online is playing, and they're resting at the same bonfire as you are. But now, since we're rested, we can go up the ladder. But to just show you, is you remember this area. A few of the undead, the archer on the far side. And yep, this is the shortcut. As I said in a few episodes ago, is this game gives you a lot of shortcuts. Every time you turn around, you'll find a shortcut. And then look, you see another guy resting at the bonfire. Okay, sometimes the enemy can follow you over to an area, up some stairs, up ladder, but just wait for them and attack them when you have a chance. Okay, if you come through this area, this is under the bridge where you see the dragon. You can see the dragon up there, and here's the bridge that you can go across. What some people do is if you have a bow, you can stand right here and aim with your bow. If you hit his tail, he will jump off and come near this area with his tail right in front of you. Shoot his tail again. And if you keep doing that enough, you can get a special sword in the game. It is called the Drake Sword. It is a really strong sword at the beginning of the game, or at least at this area. It lasts. Its usefulness pretty much lasts till pretty much halfway through the game. But a lot of people don't like getting it or saying like, oh, it's cheap using it, cheap getting a weapon like that. But the thing I think is the developers really meant the tail cut to be there to get that weapon from this dragon at this early of the game to make it easier. Because something like that is a pretty obvious thing, and especially with many of the patches that they have brought in and have not changed something like that, it is not a glitch. It's something that the developers literally put in the game so you can get. And you don't need to worry about having to go to his tail or anything. Once you break his tail off, you get the sword. Some people say, actually, to get the sword from his tail, it is really easy. You just have the bow, shoot it. Oh yeah, you have to buy arrows and shoot his tail enough times, and it will break off. Some people say it's the amount of hits that you get. Some people say damage. I've actually tested it. I've been able to break his tail off with 3 arrows easily. So it is how much damage you deal to his tail. And if you go through this area, which I'm not going to go through, there's 2 guys and then there's some rats. I don't like dealing with rats, so I'm going to go up here. In the beginning area, I grabbed these thorn daggers. There's a reason I grabbed the thorn daggers, just not for a random item, but so I can get past this area. This is kind of a tricky shot. You have to aim at him, jump back far as you can, and then use... Once he jumps off, run past him. Just keep running, stay away from him, just keep running. He really won't attack you if you hurry up. Go right here, use the bonfire and rest here. By resting at this bonfire, the dragon will fly off, and you don't have to worry about him for right now. This is called the sun, or the altar of the sunlight. This right here is a statue of the sunlight where you can join the warrior of the sunlight covenant. But you need at least minimum of 25 faith to join this covenant at this time, or you will only need 10 faith to join the covenant. Is if you help enough people beat the bosses in the game. Pretty much every boss you help someone beat is it will lower it down by 5. All the way down to the minimum of 10 faith that you need to join the covenant. Alright, now back to the bonfire. Go over here, open up this gate. It will open up a shortcut to an area. Then come over here and take out these guys. These guys are stronger than the ones that you fought before. They have more life and they deal more damage, so you have to watch out more. You have to do more of the techniques that you've learned in the game to take these guys out quicker. And another tip is when you're dual wielding your weapon, do not be afraid to block with your weapon. It deals damage to the weapon, and your weapon blocks less damage than your shield does. But still, you're being dealt less damage, and you don't have to worry about the recovering from someone hitting your shield. You can just attack straight at them right after. After you kill those people, you get a soul and you get the claymore. The claymore is not a bad sword. Some people use this sword till the end of the game and they upgrade it. But I'm not going to be messing with the sword right now, since I don't have the strength apparently. And I forgot to level up my character. Alright, now I reached my minimum of 20 endurance. Going to go up to 10 faith and then 14 strength. As I said, I'm going to make a strength and faith build character. With weapons, there something called scaling. If you look at the parameter bonuses right here, it says the degree which attack is boosted by the player's strength, dex, intelligence, and faith. Yes, that is literally what it does. Is it boosts your strength. Is right now it only says, let's back out. It says this weapon deals 83 damage. And I go right here, and it says 83 damage, and there's another side where it's plus 26 damage, which gives me 109 damage. That is the scaling of the weapon. And the higher the bonuses, it's only a C scaling right now, but it can go up to S. And that increases your strength of your weapon and your attack greatly. Now we're going through this area and we're going to be taking this guy out. Alright, he is out. At this area, don't go past right now. What we're going to do is we're going to run fast as we can around. We're going to go up, go to the right, there will be some stairs, and we will run past all the enemies, jump off, and then we're going to try and make it to the bridge before one of the enemies close off the gate. Hopefully he hasn't closed it off right now. This is what I'm talking about. We're going here, and we're jumping off, rolling past, and getting right here. The basement key is this guy right here. This guy right here will never respawn again at once you kill him. So once you kill him, you are safe and you are fine. So you don't have to worry about him. Stay away from the view of that area right now. Now we go to the left and there is another weapon called the halberd. It is a really good weapon throughout the game. And it's really good for PvP. And then now let's go back down here. If you haven't picked up the basement key, pick it up now. And make sure you open this. So we'll stay open and you will have your shortcut. Okay, and for you people that have not been able to make it, is once you clear out the enemies, well, don't mess with that guy right there. If you jump down here, the ladder right there, this guy cannot go through. If you have enough strength, you can maybe kill him. Ooh, crap. Okay, I have no clue where that other guy came from. But with Dark Souls, its motto is prepare to die. Because death is not the end of the game, but just a part of it. So don't feel bad about dying. Now we're going to do a run acting like you missed. You were not able to catch that guy or get through the gate. The gate is still open even though that I opened it. Now we're coming here. There's a spear guy. Take the spear guy out like all spear guys. Kick his shield open and attack him till he's done. Okay. And you'll be coming up this stairwell. Going through here, you'll see 2 archers and you'll see a spear guy. Take out the spear guy as every other spear guy. And the shield people, just if you've been hit, go on the stairs as a little safe zone and recover. Now go take out the spear or the archers. And then when you drop down, you can go back to this area. This is how you will get past the gate in all the area that you missed. Okay, in this area there's going to be people on both sides, so it's a pincer attack. They will attack you from both sides, so take out one quickly. Watch out for the other guy. There's going to be a few guys up there. You can lure them towards you, or lure them towards you. Last guy. Oh. Oh, that guy was not supposed to come yet. And you come around here, that guy was supposed to be near the ladder, so he wasn't supposed to attack us yet. Come down here, there's a guy right here, and then there's a bench. Attack the bench. You can't break benches when you roll, you have to attack them. Go here. If you did not get the master key, this mysterious key will help you open up a cell which has a character called Lautrec. A lot of people don't like him, but I like doing his little storyline. It's fun. Alright. Oh yeah, can't forget this. There's a soul right there. If you just walk across, it's pretty easy to walk across these because you have a pretty big walking area. It's okay if you fall. You aren't dealt much damage. Just go back up the ladder and then cross it. Once you got that soul, come right up here. And with the souls, I usually don't use souls up. I save souls, and I usually use those souls, these souls right here, for whenever I go to shop or deal with a merchant and I need some extra money so I can buy something. I use those. Right there, that item, it is called an alluring skull. It's pretty much, well, it's, I really don't know what to say. You throw it and it attracts enemies towards it. So they take their focus off of you and go to that. So it's good if you want to sneak or do something, but I don't use them. Up here you see a guy. This is a Baldur Knight. They're a lot stronger than any of the other regular enemies you've faced before. They have a really good sword and a really good shield. But this one just has a rapier and a buckle. They are really strong, and they are the some of the few normal enemies that can parry you, and usually those parries will kill you. So whenever you take one on, just take your time, watch him, and wait for an opening. If you're good enough, you can sneak up right behind him and then get him in a backstab like that. Yeah, and these guys look really cool. I like how their armor looks and their weapons. Knight shield. It's a decent shield, kind of heavy, but I like the heater shield over everything else. Now another spear guy. Take him out like all the other spear guys. Kick shield and attack till he's dead. Right here there are two enemies. There's a Balder Knight and there is a spear guy. Attack the wall a few times and get the spear guy's attention. And wait for him to come. Or you can just go out, run out really quick, and then run back. Crap. The spear guys are really slow, so you can take this knight out. And if you look, he has a really long shield and then a pretty cool looking sword. A lot of people love these guys. Crap. So much stairs. Yeah, just look at them. Yeah, the sword, some people call it the Balder swag sword and the swag shield. Ooh, I got an item. Yay, I got the shield. The shield is a rare drop. It's a pretty good shield starting out. It's a really cool shield. Cool looking and everything. But I like the heater shield more because it's really light. And it's decent starting out. And if you've ever played this before and tried to farm for that shield, yes, it is really hard to get that shield. There was a time I was actually trying to farm for the sword. And I got nothing but shields. I got so many shields it was retarded. And I did not get a single sword. And then vice versa. I was trying to get the shield and I got nothing but their swords. Alright, I have to be careful. You can fight them or you can run. Once you get down this area, run to this little hallway. And as you're running, the enemies will follow you, but it's okay. You're going to be running to a bonfire. If you listen closely, you can hear a hammer. You're like, what is that? That's a blacksmith that you can go to. He's a merchant, so you can buy stuff from him, and he is pretty much the only merchant that I really use. This, when I level my weapons, I go the normal route, the normal leveling up route, because it allows you to keep your scaling the same. And it actually increases your scaling, making your weapon stronger. I I really like Andre. He's a pretty good character. And he's really the only or the blacksmith that I ever use.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful.
And with the Balder shield, if you like how that shield looks on them, a long shield, little bit heavier, has good stability. It's a really good shield. A lot of people like it. A lot of people use it. It's a good shield. Don't get me wrong, but I prefer the heater shield over it. And if you want the shield, you can choose to farm them, but the easiest place to get it is at this area. This is called Zin's Fortress. When you get to an area, there is an area where there's a bridge that is broken. You can jump across that bridge if you remember the jump. As you're running, double tap the B button if you have the Xbox so you can jump, as I just demonstrated right now. You jump across, you will see the Crestfallen Merchant, and you can buy that shield from him. And this is the Onion Bro.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Dietmar of Katarina. Quite honestly, I run flat up against the wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, but I waited. So here I sit, quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Yes, the guy looks like a giant humanoid onion, but that is how the armor is set up. The armor makes your character look fat no matter how thin your character is. It's just how the armor is set up. But with that armor on, if you have it, it actually does make it easier for you to parry and make the parry animation longer on enemies. So it makes it easier for you to parry and to attack someone after you parry them. Makes repausing easier. Alright. I'm going to farm some, get some items, and then I will be back in the same area. And then I will call this the end of the video. Thanks for watching.